Hello, my friends. Welcome to chapter 7. Do you feel like you're becoming a lion chaser? Do you feel that you're getting empowered in life and God is infusing opportunities for you? That's what we'll be dealing with in this chapter. Opportunities. How you deal with opportunities has a huge impact on your life. It's always amazing to me how I see different people look at the same identical opportunities. And one sees the possibility and one doesn't even see the opportunity. Life is typically full of those for those who are looking for them, those who are prayerful about the opportunities before them. How do you deal with opportunities in your life? Do you find that for an opportunity has to be perfect match with your skill set and your desires, and the fit has to be perfect for you before you will grab that opportunity? Think about that a little bit. A person that doesn't have to have a perfect fit finds more opportunities. And this is a funny way of saying it, but if you want to succeed, fail often. Don't be afraid of failure. Embrace taking the shot, learning what that opportunity has taught you. The person that takes shots that only are perfect is a person that will take very few shots at opportunities. I thought this was really interesting. They did a study on people that got their business degree and they wanted them to come up with a business they would like to start. And 10 years later, they called those people back and said, what happened to your business plan you created, your dream? How did that come about? What was the end result? And they found that some did extremely well and others didn't. And they started diving into the research and they thought about, surely the smart ones in our class, the high achievers, is the one that accomplished their dreams. And it wasn't. And they couldn't figure out really how to categorize them. And they would ask them, how often would you look at the plan? And that didn't differentiate whether they were successful or not by how often they went back to their master plan. What differentiated the successful people from the non-successful people is they started. Period. That's it. There was no difference in IQ. There was no difference in even outside opportunities. It was just the people that got started versus those that didn't. How are you handling your opportunities? Successful people, they have a mindset, what can I do now? Versus, I got to have everything figured out from beginning to end, how all the pieces work before I go down that road. There's an unknown. In Proverbs, it talks about that a fool and a lazy man goes, there may be a lion out there. And they stay and they hide and they don't accomplish much. Those that look at it honestly probably are those that say, there is probably a lion out there. And this is how I'm going to deal with that risk and mitigate that risk. Successful people are the risk takers. They're not the most gifted. They're not the ones that have the most talent. But I will say successful people develop their talent that God has placed in them through trial and error. And they do hone their craft. But at the beginning, they probably are not the most talented in skill set. But they focus on what they can do now. They don't have to have everything figured out. They go, if I was going to go down this road, this is my next step. I could make one phone call and talk to Billy Bob about this and see where that leads. Most usually in my life, the door of opportunity I walk through is nothing like the door of opportunity that I see that's on the other side of that door, and it's connected. But you have to first go through this door to see this door. There's many people that go, no. I want to see all the doors before I choose to commit because I may fail. Failure's not the enemy. The enemy is fear and fear of starting. Some people are so focused on perfection. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it to the best of my abilities. One of the questions that I ask people when I interview that is really interesting to me, and it does give me a lot of insight into their personality. I ask them, if it's worth doing, is it worth doing poorly until we can learn to do it well? And I tell them there's no right way and wrong way to answer that. And make no doubt, if I was talking to my brain surgeon, I kind of like the idea of we got to get it right to begin with. Common sense. But I like a person that is willing not to be a perfectionist. And most usually building good products or taking advantage of opportunities, it's a process that you do poorly. Dating. Many of the people I am talking to are single. Dating is a process that you can learn to do well. But you know how you learn to do well? You take the shot. You ask the girl, you ask the guy, and then you back up and you get some people around you and you do an autopsy. This is how it went. Why do you think it went like that? You also read books. I know many people are looking for love, but they don't engage these opportunities. They wait until they have a perfect date before they go out on a date. That mentality you'll struggle with. What is your next step? I encourage you to take out a pen, piece of paper and go, these are the opportunities I see before me. Spend some time wordsmithing them. Spend some time in prayer. Lord, what's your will? Make a plan. Where is this staircase going? I don't know. But it's going up. Do you want your life to go down or do you want it to go up? All you have to do if you want it to go up, one step at a time, move forward. It's not going to be a perfect walk, but it will lead you upward. I encourage you, be that line chaser. Chase an opportunity this week that you wouldn't have without going through this information. Chase an opportunity that you think is outside of your reach, but you can almost touch it. Take the shot. My dear friends, no one desires your success more than God. And that's even you. God wants you to have success in your life here on earth, to have success in your relationship with Him. God wants you to be completely reliant on Him. And God does that by putting giants in front of us. But you got to chase the giants. Running away from the giants, not recognizing the giants, don't make you a lion chaser. Do something that at the end of the next week, you can say, this week was different. I chased a lion this week. Awesome. Thank you for your time.